Hey everyone, it's Jelly Cards, and you're listening to the Jelly Cards podcast. We've been collecting since we were kids. Whether it's Pokemon cards or sports cards, being a collector at heart always comes first. You can listen to all our episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And if you are enjoying these topics, please give us a rating and a follow on both Spotify and Apple, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So, if you are ready, we are ready. Sit back, relax, and as always, keep spreading the love of the hobby from your friends at Jelly Cards. John, thanks for joining the podcast again, man. It's nice to see you. Nice to have you joining us. When Eric and I do it, I don't think anybody enjoys when Eric and I do the podcast. Just the two of us.
Yeah.
No, that's
they're
so
still
true.
good. No, they're good. I like last week's episode. It was nice to hear about the Skenes card, and you were right, Jason. Good call on that.
Oh, on the sale price?
Yeah.
Or on the sold price? Yeah. Listen, and it's a perfect time to talk about what the Skenes card, because that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this episode. Because, I mean, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to all these like record-breaking sales that different players are having now in the hobby, but it's ridiculous what these cards are selling for. Almost everybody is hitting like a record-breaking sale. I think Ovi just might have had one. I know the
that sort of makes sense, you know, that
the Hot
Yeah.
Gong Show, like that podcast, they posted something. I think Ovi had a card sell on Golden. I don't know if it was that actual card or if it was like the highest card sold for him, but he had like a $45,000 sale. Caitlin Clark just had a record-breaking sale. Of course, obviously Paul Skenes last week when we talked about it, that was a record-breaking one for him. Shohei Ohtani just had a record-breaking sale, and it's not even a rookie card, which is crazy.
Yep.
So that's something I definitely want us to talk about. And then if we have some time, I really do want to get into what Eric sent the other day in the chat too about what eBay's doing and how they're partnering again with PSA.
That was
and
John.
how you can. Oh, I thought you sent it.
No, that was 100% John.
Yeah, that was me.
Sorry. It's giving credit to Eric, and my
Jesus
bad, John.
Christ.
What up?
This is how here we go. That's how the
But
fight
whoever
starts.
sent it in the chat.
As long as it wasn't John.
Yeah, as long as it wasn't John.
Thanks for it.
Yeah, even though it was John.
Oh, John, you sent this? Oh, I don't want to talk about this no more.
Cancel that.
Just like, what are we doing?
But I was reading an article on it, and it actually sounds pretty interesting. And I mean, I don't know how many people are actually going to use it. But it's there for
Hardcore gamblers.
Maybe. I
already explained the two people who are going to use it.
Yeah.
People who are severely addicted to cards, and people who are just like, oh wow, really? I sure do love this player, and I'm just getting into cards, and now I can just send it off to get graded right away. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
I can't believe there's no person in the know who's buying cards off of eBay being like, yeah, nah, send it right off, man.
Send it right away.
Yeah, it's
send it.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, I don't need to see it. There's it doesn't feel, because we wouldn't do that, and we're idiots.
I mean, there's definitely people criteria that you got to follow and stuff, but yeah, it'll be interesting. But we'll get into that a little bit later. But I definitely want to start talking about some of these record-breaking card sales and kind of just get your opinions on basically the current state of the hobby right now, how you feel about, a non-rookie card of Shohei Ohtani selling for over $1 million. Caitlin Clark now being the highest paid, in terms of card sales, the highest paid or sold price for a female athlete. And then I did write down LeBron had another over $1 million card sale. I think that's now 21 for him. 21 seven-figure card sales for LeBron James. But, like always...
Yeah, good for him.
let's get into some
probably good
show
that
and
Luke
tell.
dropped before you started.
Yeah.
Before you got into that, because
yeah. But let's see some cards. Let's get into some show and tell real quick before we start talking about these topics. Who wants to go first? John wants to go.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think I bought this card relatively recently because I have this search saved on my eBay. Like, I don't know if you guys do that, but I have saved searches and I get emails.
Here we go. It's a Mitch card. It's a Mitch card. It's a Mitch card. Is it really?
It is. Yeah.
Oh,
boy.
So
Actually, I'm surprised.
I have like
only the second episode it took them.
Yeah.
I don't have any card searches saved, but I have one other search saved, and it's the Minnesota State Mavericks.
Oh,
So
nice. Hell yeah.
So it's just like,
that's
like I could just find like people posting like old sweaters and stuff, you know, and that's just how I find all that random stuff. But okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah, one of my saves, I have 3 saves. I think it's Mitchell Trubisky rookie auto, Mitchell Trubisky rookie auto PSA 10, and then I also have, this is for you, Jason, I also have Mitchell Trubisky rookie auto BGS saved, and that's what I have.
good because of the time that he was drafted.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's sick.
Yeah. I think I got it for like $20.
Card. That's his rookie?
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
At least
it's a true gem. All 9.5s are okay. I can explain that. That's a nice little plug for BGS and grading. It's numbered out of, I believe, 149. Number 21 out of 149. And when I say true gem mint plus, that means that all of the grades, the centering, the edges, the corners, the surface, all got 9.5s.
Mm-hmm.
People like to just say that as like a term in the hobby, and yeah, it came up, it was on auction. I was like, there's no way I'm not going to win this card. I think I put a max bid of like $200 on it.
Jeez.
Just to make sure.
Hey, yeah. I do that a lot too though. If I truly want to win a card.
Hey guys, stop doing that.
No.
Why? You think a Mitch card's going to go for 200? No offense.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
That's a way to actually.
I just want to make sure. Yeah, and I'm not. If someone's going to pay over 200, fine, they can have it. But if they're not going to pay over 200,
they deserve.
Yeah, but what if
then.
somebody bids you up to 100? Like
I bid it at the last second. I don't put it like a day before.
Oh no, I put it like 7-day auction.
Okay,
put it at like 7. Yeah.
Right. Okay, that makes more sense. Your strategy, John. Like, what are we talking about?
I wait till the very end, like the last 5 seconds, and then I put in my max bid of like way more than what I think the card is worth because it's for my PC.
Now Eric and I are going to watch Mitch Trubisky cards on eBay, and we're going to end up making you buy one for like $150.
Yeah, but I wanted to show off that card because I have more. This is his Prism rookie auto. I got some, I think like some of his collegiate like prestige autos from him in the UNC uniform. I've got some numbered Mitch cards, PSA 10s, and I was really happy to snag this one because I'm trying to get as many Prism rookies as I can get because I don't have that many.
That's cool.
But yeah, added to my
cool
personal
collector's piece. Yeah, it's a really cool collector's item. I love that you are so dedicated to Mitch, man. Hey, you know me. I'm a big Mitch fan too. I love Mitch.
Yeah.
He should have been the franchise guy, but
hell yeah.
That's a topic, for a different day.
We have moved on to
we don't have
pastures.
to go. Yeah, we don't have to go down that route. So,
haters, man.
Eric, do you want to go or do you want me to go? I'll go because you're over there just losing your.
Yeah, because you guys are just talking about. You guys are just talking silly talk. It's just
silly talk.
Yeah,
we're over here in Sillyville.
You guys are just talking. Oh my god!
All right, well this one will make you happy, Eric, because I know how much. Well, this will make both you guys happy.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Jesus!
Yep.
Christ.
Talk about some BGS cards. BGS 9.5 auto got a 10. Ian Happ first Bowman Chrome. Oh yeah,
I would have been happier to
see
a Matt Merton card.
I almost brought it out. But I have 2 to show. I have another one to show. But this is not, like John was talking about, this is not a true gem, like true 9.5. The Surface got a 9. But it's still a 9.5 gem mint. Like I said, the auto got a 10. It's his first Bowman Chrome auto. It's a really cool card. Ian Happ is one of my favorite Cubs. He will probably go down as one of my all-time favorite Cubs to play. Matt Merton, of course, being my number one. Matt is still my number one. But Ian Happ, that's my
you guys
guy.
are making me
that's my
laugh.
Guy. But so I don't have too many. Obviously, you guys know me. I am not a White Sox fan by any means. But there is like a few White Sox players that have been on the team that I was big fans of, and I just gotta. So shout out to a Southsider.
Damn.
This is Aaron Rowan.
I was gonna say it's either the Frank Thomas card or
no. So yeah, it's Aaron Rowan's 2000. His Bowman Chrome rookie card. This one is graded a BGS 9.5. Same thing. Centering got a 9. The rest of it got 9.5s, and it's just a regular base rookie card. I think I got this for like $12.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. You know what? I was a big fan of Aaron Rowan. After he left the White Sox, he went to the Phillies. Played in the Phillies for 1 year. I think that was the only year that he was an All-Star. He actually had like a really great season. I can't remember what year that was, but I think he had like 27 or 28 home runs that season. It was, I think, the most in his career. Then, of course, obviously he went to the Giants. When I was younger, I used to do his batting stance.
Oh, nice.
He had a very unique batting stance to him. So when I would play Wii Baseball, I was playing Wii Sports and I was playing doing home run derbies, I would always imitate his batting stance.
Stole the controller from your mother.
What? What are you talking about?
Trying to play Animal Crossing.
Oh man.
Yeah, with her 1 billion bells.
That's right. She ran that place.
But
hell yeah.
Oh, and fun fact too. I don't even know if you guys ever see it, but the only Chicago White Sox game I went to, not only did they played the Angels when Vladimir Guerrero was on the team,
senior.
But senior. But I did get to see Ken Griffey Jr. play for them. He started in center field for
the
White Sox.
At least that makes it
when he was
it.
on the White Sox. When he was on the White Sox,
whatever. At least you got to see him in person.
I got to see Jim Thome play. Obviously, Paul Konerko. He's another top player of mine. Paulie's just like a true baseball player. But yeah, fun fact. So, all right, Eric. Those are my cards.
Yeah, mine. Yeah, I just got another Pokemon card. So.
Oh god.
Damn.
That card sucks.
No, that's awesome.
No, this is like young Eric PC card. This is one of the cards I submitted from my PC. Because Typhlosion's awesome. No, it got an 8.
Oh, okay.
What's the card?
It's the Japanese premium file Neo Genesis card. So
Neo Genesis Typhlosion.
Yeah, the Typhlosion. So
hell yeah.
What's the grade on it?
8.
That's not bad though.
Which is pretty good. Which is pretty good for something that I've been holding since 2000. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
that's awesome.
Folded up in binder pages that I had pulled out of the binder because I remember I couldn't find my hollows for years.
That too.
Yeah, I was like, where are my hollows? Where are my hollows? But I was like, there's no way I gave them away. I took them out of my binder, folded them like accordion style, and then put them in to another accordion case that my mom put all my like important documents, like all my tax returns and all my. She's like, don't lose this. So I'm like, great, I'll put my Pokemon cards in this case that my mom says don't lose, and then it like.
And then you lost it.
No, I finally looked in there. I was like, oh.
Yeah, it must have been an awesome feeling.
I put them in there. Yeah, I was like, oh, dang. I knew I didn't get rid of these things. So,
damn. Hell yeah.
I remember getting rid of my older, like my non-hollows, like giving them away to somebody, some little kid, some like kid or, one of my cousins or something. So, but I was like, hang on. Let me.
Yeah.
Hang on. Like, let me keep the hollows. So
I did that with a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I gave away a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I had like dual cards of. But
my brothers and
I just gave the whole. I just like kept the hollows and gave everything else away to just. They're like, "Do you want this?" I was like, "Yes, but like I don't need all of these, so let me get my hollows, and then you just take the rest and give it to whoever, because whatever."
Yeah, we did the same thing. I think like a cousin had a son or daughter, and they're like, "Hey, do you have any cards?" And we're like, "Yeah, take all of them." And I think we also had one random day in the summer. I think my parents had a miniature garage sale. Like, how sometimes blocks have like a whole block-wide sale.
Yeah, just like a whole thing,
Some kids were looking at the Pokemon cards, and I think we gave them like the rest of our non-hollows on that day. But kept the hollows, thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, it is surprising that us as kids that we did manage to keep all that. Like I remember when we got back into Jelly, and just fine. I knew exactly where my binders were. I instantly ran to the binders and they pulled all the cards out of it. I'm like, oh man, I was doubling up in the
Oh man!
I mean, I think I definitely sent you guys the picture when I found those. Like,
you did.
I
remember.
When I found those pages, I was like, oh my God, finally.
Yeah.
But it was like maybe a year after the big boom.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, where are they? And I was like, they're gone, but I know they're somewhere. They'll turn up sometime.
Yeah. I remember we were talking about
digging in there. I think I was digging in there for like tax stuff.
Oh, nice.
What the fuck? And I'm like,
hey, can I put these on my tax return?
Oh, I was like, I found my cards.
Yeah. Way more important than any sort of paperwork that you were looking for.
Yeah, I was like, I'll do
taxes. And then that year I forgot
to
file my taxes.
Yeah, it was awesome. I remember getting that text, and I was really excited too.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, thank goodness I at least found these.
Yeah, we were convinced that Eric's parents threw them out or like gave them away to somebody else.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. That was a realistic possibility, so.
But let's get into let's talk about some expensive sales here. We got all these John's buying Mitch autos for $20. I have Aaron Rowan cards for $12. I mean the Ian Happ one I think I paid like $25 for.
Well, that's what we do when we're not scalping, bro.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're true collectors in the hobby. But let's talk about some very lucky people out there in this hobby that are able to turn a card into a absolute fortune. And like we talked about at the beginning of this episode, there have been a lot of record-breaking sales happening in the hobby. Of course, we talked about the Paul Skenes over $1 million. That was a big deal. And then now Shohei Ohtani has joined the $1 million group. He joined the group, man, and it pisses me off. No,
he joined the group, man.
Yeah. He joined the group. I believe so, right? This is his first $1 million card sale. Yeah, right. Yeah. So for now, yeah. Of course, I think there's more to come for Shohei Ohtani. Obviously, he's right now he's the second greatest baseball player in the game. Of course, Aaron Judge being number one. Obviously.
This is how we lose credibility. When we have people like Jason saying ridiculous things like that.
Judge hit his 5th home run already for the season.
Oh, I thought you were even going to say second all time, and I was going to be like, well, hang on now.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, second all time to Babe Ruth. Yeah, of course.
No, Hank Aaron's better than... I'd rather have Hank Aaron or Willie Mays.
Yeah, I mean, it's up for debate, of course.
No, it's not.
But... So
I would comfortably rather. I think I'd probably rather have Willie Mays or Hank Aaron over Babe Ruth.
Oh, okay. Let's move on.
What Hank Aaron, the home run king, right? Who saw more sort of modern pitching than Babe Ruth. So
yes,
in my head, he's probably a better hitter. And then the Say Hey Kid. Like
Willie Mays,
which is like
a
a lot of people said like he's like the best player anybody anybody ever saw with their eyes.
A lot of people do say that Willie Mays
I feel like I'm
probably...
not super out there.
Yeah. No.
Shohei Ohtani, I don't like how he treats his friends.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Let's get into the
on.
podcast.
Yeah, move on.
So let's move on. So Shohei, like we were talking about, Shohei Ohtani had a card just sell for $1 million. It was sold for what was it? $1,067,500. I think is what it was. And it sold on Heritage Auctions. Shout out Heritage Auctions because it didn't go to Golden. Sorry.
Surprised. Yep.
Surprised. Yeah. Very surprised.
Good for them. I'm sure they were. I'm sure they celebrated.
That's a huge victory for Heritage Auctions. Obviously sure Golden gets a lot of these top cards they're selling. But the biggest thing about this Shohei Ohtani card that sold is it's not a rookie card. And that's a huge deal because you do see with a lot of these record-breaking sales for other players, they're all rookie cards. You're seeing a lot of, obviously the rookie cards being the top chases, but this card was not. It was his 2024 Topps 50/50, his Dynasty Black Auto Relic, which graded a PSA 9. Auto got a 9, but it's a 1 of 1. Yeah. So yeah, PSA 9 auto got a 9. Oh my God, there's another spider on my wall.
Oh my God.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's go. Itsy bitsy. Come on, lock in.
We have no professionalism at all.
We're on a clock here. Jesus, let's go.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was the importance of the card, not just obviously being from his 50/50 season, but it was the relic, it was the MLB logo patch from his pants that he wore in the 50/50 game. So that card, like we were talking about, it was on Heritage Auctions and it sold for over $1 million. The previous record for a Shohei Ohtani card was his 2018 Bowman Chrome, his orange refractor rookie auto, numbered out of 25. That one was a black label BGS 10, auto got a 10, and that sold for $533,000 and $140. Yeah, it sold for almost, it's slightly over $500,000. Okay, first off, let me ask you guys this. What card would you rather have? Would you rather have the 101 Topps Dynasty card from his 50/50 season, or would you rather have the black label 10, auto got a 10, his Bowman Chrome orange refractor rookie auto numbered out 25? Which card would you rather have?
I would rather spend either amount of money, like either amount of those on one of the kanji cards.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because those are
which of these two?
Those are comfortably cooler. But like I wouldn't the rookie. I don't get that. I would rather have the rookie card. I don't care about the grading company or what it's graded. It helps that it's a BGS Black Super Duper Ultimate 10, but like I'd rather have the rookie.
John? You disagree?
I think I do disagree.
But ultimately, I'd rather have one of his like kanji auto.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
I'd much rather have that. That's way cooler.
Yeah, that would be cool to have, but
that's what I'm saying is like I'm surprised that hasn't, because I think he only signed a few of those like that, right? Like so those are already inherently like one of who cares what the parallel is. Like if he signed the 1 of 199 blue in kanji, I want that card.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I want that card. Just like everybody wants the Tom Brady special note card and the Caleb Williams special note card, like I want that card. I don't care about this 50/50 card. That's ridiculous. That sounds like some like LA celeb got into it and it was just like, yeah, this is, this doesn't really cost me any money. But I'd much rather have the rookie card of the two, for sure.
I mean, here's the thing.
Resale value, like down the line, like you'd much rather have the rookie card, wouldn't you?
His top's 50-50. So obviously in a historic season, he probably, we can argue one of the best seasons to ever, that a player's ever had.
Yeah, but it's going to happen
when it comes
again.
Down to who's going to do it, him?
I mean, who baseball's not going to end.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, but do you think he's got another like 50?
You don't think Ronald Acuna, if he could stay healthy for 150 games, couldn't do this?
He might.
Yeah, yeah. There's definitely players that I believe could do, but like a lot has to align for like a season like that to happen. I mean, look at Barry Bonds' 73 home runs. Like,
yeah, but
no one has even gotten close to that.
Stealing bases is way easier now. To John's rage, I don't want to rage bait John, but steals is negligible. I think Ellie De La Cruz could do it.
Yeah, I think if Ellie has,
he could run into 50. Yeah. He's gonna steal 60 bases, whatever, 70 bases.
Dude's got pop.
At some point in his career, he could run into 50 home runs. He's gonna just make contact with enough balls to where 1 year 50 will go out, and he'll have another 50. Like, it's gonna be another. I don't know. It's gonna be like the 40-40 club at some point. Because I remember when Alfonso Soriano did it, and the Cubs signed him, it was like, oh my God, we got a 40-40 guy. And then he just like kind of was okay.
Yeah. Like, he's still hit like 30 plus for us.
Yeah, but then he also missed a lot of fly balls in left field. So
it happens. Hey, it's okay because we got a hat now. We got a Gold Glove hat.
Yeah, okay, whatever. So anyways.
But yeah, so John, tell us why you would much rather have the 101 from his 50-50 box.
I don't know about much rather. Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, why would you rather have that card than his rookie one?
The reason that I would probably... I think I need context for the future of the card. Do I think that the value of that card will remain as expensive as over $1 million? Like Eric was getting at, assuming that nobody else enters the 50-50 club, yes. If Ohtani does it again and he remains the only person to ever do 50-50, it's still an iconic card. And in terms of collectibles and the hobby, having a game-worn patch by one of the best baseball players of all time on the day that he entered the 50-50 club, in his MVP season, same season he won the World Series, that's a piece of memorabilia that nobody else can say that they have. And I think that's what drew that price up to over $1 million versus the orange auto. The Black Label 10 makes it stand out because nobody else can say that their card is this perfect. Their card is that pristine. Your PSA 10 is not as good as my Black Label 10, sure. But 24 other people can say, hey, yeah, I also have an orange refractor Ohtani auto versus the 101 relic. But kind of playing devil's advocate against myself, I love collecting rookie cards of Hall of Fame players, and I love collecting rookie cards of every player. And we've talked about it before, the Bowman / I guess for Ohtani and other foreign players, the rookie Bowman auto is like their first official rookie card. And to have that of Ohtani, I feel like I would appreciate it more and I would want to hold on to it more. Like down the line, if somebody offered me, if Ohtani does it again and somebody wants to offer me 1.5 for the 1/1 relic, I'd probably feel more comfortable giving that up versus giving up the orange auto.
I think somebody would pay more if he did it again for his first time.
Maybe just to say that you have the first one. Yeah. But that's why Eric's point is good. Like if he does it again, how long will this card retain its value? And if somebody else does it, I feel like it loses even more value.
I think you probably have a point, and I would concede to you being right if he did this prior to the steals becoming way easier with the pickoff attempts or whatever. So we don't need to get into all that.
Preach, brother.
But obviously, totally, yes, stealing bases is much easier to do now. So I think like 20 back then really should be like 25, 30 now, you know.
Agree.
That's why eventually, like, that's why I said, like,
yeah,
Alfonso Soriano was a 40-40 guy. It's only a matter of time before 50-50 is a thing. Like, I'm honestly surprised that, like, is Aaron Judge was he got like a load in his pants, piano on his back? Like,
I just don't think he probably has the speed to like. I think he's around like a 10 to like
6'8".
He's like a 15.
How long is his freaking legs, man? How many steps it takes him like what 12 steps to get from one base to the next? Like, come on, bro, let's go.
But it's not even just about speed.
Next.
It's about timing. It's about the jump, like your explosiveness.
I'm just ripping on Aaron Judge.
How is it? Hold on. How is it not about?
I mean, there is a little bit still of that of what Jason's saying, but like Aaron Judge's stride is huge. It's got to be massive.
I mean, I get that, but like if you're not fast, then like
get the freaking piano off your back.
If you're not explosive off your feet, it's like being a sprinter in track. Like,
I know.
The first like 20-30 meters is like a big deal. Like, it don't matter.
That's what Eric is saying. 20 back then is now 25 to 30 because all of those things that are required to be a good
pickoff limits,
base
the bases are bigger. Like,
but still
Judge
comes
could
down to speed. Like,
he could probably steal 20 to 30 a year.
Yeah, he gets close to 20.
Yeah,
but they probably don't need him. He's not the stolen base guy on the team. Like, why?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just
Jason. Hold on, Jason. It's your turn. Yeah. Would you rather have the orange auto or would you rather have the patch? I would
rather have the rookie.
Okay.
Like, I mean, listen. It's a cool card. The 101 like relic is a cool card to have, but it's from 2024. It's a PSA 9 auto 9, so like obviously you're not buying it because of the grade.
Correct.
You're not buying it because of the grade. You're buying it because it's Shohei Ohtani, 50-50. Ooh, big deal. Like, he's the first to ever do it, and that's why you're getting it. But for that card to be $500,000 more than his rookie black label 10, like, I mean, come on, like, John, BGS doesn't just hand out black label 10s to whatever card they give. Like, that's a very rare card and grade to see in the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have arguably, to some people, one of the best baseball player to ever play the game. And I can get his rookie card in a black label 10, and it's not like it's an out of 99. It's an out of 25. That's a case hit card. It's his rookie. Like, it's I mean, that it's a very awesome card to have, and I'm very shocked that $533 is the record for that card. However, if that card got resold,
I was like going to say, like, what if he listed it right now? I can
see that card going back up. That card will probably be like 800,000 or something. Where's his out of fives?
Honestly, when did that? Do we know when that orange? Did you have a date on that when that orange sold?
When it sold, I would have to find
what year it was. I mean, whatever year it was. Like, we honestly should just throw that in for inflation and just see what that would be in today's dollars, because I'm sure it's already higher.
Yeah, I would have to try to find the article.
He signs a $700 million deal, but actually it's only worth $460 million because we have to help out the Dodgers. But really, we're only going to pay him $2 million.
I think it was in November of 2024.
Oh, but so recently. Okay.
Yeah, I know it was not long ago when the card
sold, because
I remember people
so they're still comparable,
like talking about it. So I know it wasn't too long ago.
Okay,
but
kind of
tying things into last week's episode. So this is I wish I was on there to bring this up because that's become a hot topic in the hobby. This Ohtani relic, this game-worn 1/1 auto, is obviously proven to be a super expensive card, and I think it's a testament to what the hobby values in terms of things that are not rookie cards, and especially things that are rookie cards. Like, a running topic in the hobby, and we've even talked about it when these cards first came out, is the Paul Skenes debut rookie patch auto, or is anybody's rookie patch auto going to become the number one card in every set that gets printed? And I'm not talking just baseball, because once Topps takes over football and they start putting NFL Shield rookie auto cards inside sets, how many people are going to even care about like the Prism auto rookies or the Superfractor Bowman rookies?
Who's going to care about Panini once they lose the license? Oh my God. Who? Oh God.
But if they put like let's say they do which I guess is going to happen, they're going to probably maybe they'll put a first Bowman Superfractor auto inside Bowman University for the player. And then you have their NFL debut rookie patch auto 101. I seriously doubt that people are going to be interested in the Superfractor auto versus the NFL.
The Bowman U cards are going to have to be their college uniform patches.
Yeah, but then they're going to also probably do.
That would be cool if they started doing that.
But they're probably going to do like a Topps Chrome 1/1 Superfractor rookie auto.
That's fine, but like the Bowman U cards should still be their college cards, right?
Yeah.
But my point is,
but I get what you're saying. Like, it's the Superfractors are still going to be cool cards to have, but they're not going to be the chases anymore. Like, it's kind of crazy to think that Topps flagship,
let them go down in price, because I'll
now going to be the chase.
I'll buy
and them. yeah, you know what though? Great. I'll buy Topps Chrome now. Like, I don't. Everyone's going to be chasing Topps flagship like they do, like I said, like they do.
Well, what is Topps flagships? What do you think? What's Topps football flagship gonna be?
Maybe they'll do the same thing. They might put like the one-of-one patches.
Wouldn't it be Chrome? Wouldn't it be Topps football Chrome?
No, they'll do a
paper. Yeah.
So it's going to be similar to how like Donruss, you have Donruss paper and then Donruss optic. It's like they're basically, that's like your top series.
So they're going to have a Topps Chrome.
Yes, but they'll also have Topps like not Chrome football, like Topps paper.
Right. Yeah.
Which is flagship. Whatever. And that's where they'll put the 1/1 debut patches.
That's flagship because you can't make those cards Chrome. Like they're paper cards, so they're going to put it in the paper set.
But yeah, you get where I'm going at though. Like people want this like game worn stuff outside of cards, but now that Topps is putting them into cards, they're definitely going to be.
Especially because Panini was putting patch cards, but they like we've talked about before, they weren't of an actual game.
They were just
like
game random. They
weren't
jerseys.
from any specific game or like event that happened. It was literally just a swatch of a jersey, and they put it in a card and
made it from the team.
Made it an RPA.
Roll it out.
But now Topps is Topps is probably looking at that and going, "What? That's dumb." Like, hey, Ohtani, can we have some of your uniform? And he just takes his pants off and tosses it to him. And he's just walking around.
I can't imagine that he cares about that. I'm sure he had other pieces from that game that he could keep that weren't like pants, something that was more easily
and I think his cleat's still out there too. I think the cleat one is still out there. I don't think anybody has pulled the cleat. Yeah, just a card like this.
But yeah,
this whole cleat.
It's a really tough decision. It's a good topic to discuss, and I wonder what other people will say. I feel like a lot of people will agree with you guys that they'd rather have the orange rookie auto. But the way the hobby's shifting,
they're just gonna yell at us, man.
Oh yeah, no matter what you say, you're screwed.
We're just gonna get yelled at.
Yeah, we're gonna get yelled at. Told that we're bald, and you guys are dumb for that.
Yeah,
that's right.
But I think a lot of people would agree with us though. Like I honestly think a lot of people would agree that the rookie card is probably going to be the more sought after, especially because, like I was saying, especially because of the grade. But I think it's just you would assume that the rookies this card is eventually going to be $1 million card down the road. Like, I mean, I'm very curious to see where his out of fives are.
Yeah, that's also probably.
Did he would have had a Superfractor in this one?
Yeah, those have. Yep, somebody
so
has
these
them.
just not have these not surfaced?
No, they've surfaced. Yeah, some guy.
Have they? Okay.
Some guy bought it like during the time, maybe before Luke got into his craze, like when Ohtani was hurt, he bought it for what people were saying was a ridiculous price. And now either he sold it for a really huge profit or he still has it, but he definitely sold it at the wrong time if he sold it. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, especially to the hot start that the Dodgers are on right now. They're undefeated, but
yeah, Padres are 7-0.
And the Giants are 5-1.
Yeah, Padres are 7-0, and their playoff chances went from 4% to 5%.
Yep,
sad.
It's just like so like ridiculous. And then you got
sad
Weasel Colin Coward telling me the Dodgers are good for baseball, so that's really awesome.
Yep.
Well, before we go down that rabbit hole, we can move on to a different player because there was another player who also had a record-breaking sale for her cards, and that is Caitlin Clark. As everybody knows, Caitlin Clark took the whole sports world by storm, and she has now taken the hobby by storm too. So she had her 2024 Panini Prism Gold Vinyl Rookie Auto. It's a 101. It got graded a PSA 10. Yeah, PSA 10 auto got a 10, and it sold on Golden Auctions for $366,000, which is the all-time record for a women's sports card. The previous record was a 2003 Net Pro Serena Williams rookie auto, which was graded a PSA 8, auto got a 10, and it also had a patch from the apparel she wore in a match. So it wasn't any like game worn or specific to a game, but that was the previous record, which was $266,400.
Yeah. She better.
So she beat this by almost $100,000.
She should wake up every day and text Steph Curry and be like, "Bro, thank you so much."
Why? Why do you say that?
Does anybody care about Caitlin Clark if Stephen Curry didn't totally nuke the NBA?
The way.
Damn, hot take, Eric. That's.
I mean, honestly, why does anybody care about Caitlin Clark? Yeah, I remember going to D2 college women's games when I was there, and like all of them were just straight gunners because that's all they could do was shoot. Like there was no like they can't. There's no like there was never gonna be a female Dr. J,
right,
or a female MJ, or a female LeBron who can just like dunk from like 4 feet out or just dominate physically. Like the game had to change. The aesthetic of the game had to change to where shooting threes and being a gunner was like, yeah, that's what I want to see. And then Caitlin Clark's like, well, damn, I can do that really well. So
she's shooting some of these from like half court.
That's what I'm saying. So now she's female Steph Curry. So like, instead of Steph Curry taking, I mean, when did Steph Curry really become like, holy shit, he's Steph Curry? Was like year 7 or 8.
Yeah.
So instead of like her being
probably
7
their
years
first
into that,
run, their first championship
she's
run.
She's a rookie as Steph Curry coming in the league. Everybody's already like, okay, she can shoot threes. That's cool now. Everybody loves that. We can just loves the run and gun sort of offense. Yeah, it's totally set up perfectly for her, and it's great for her, and I hope she makes a ton of money.
Me too.
It sets up perfectly for the rest of women's sports because do you guys see a 6'8", 260 female coming through who can just like windmill dunk like LeBron? Like, I don't see it. Like, the closest thing they had to that was Brittany Griner, and like that kind of was just like, yeah, she's really dominant, but she's kind of just a center.
Right.
She's like dominant as a center. Like, she's not
don't worry, man. We got Angel Reese.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, man. If she could work on just like her all around putting the basketball in the hoop, it'd be great.
Yeah, maybe if she can like hit a layup.
Right.
Oh god.
But like,
she's the female version of Russell
like
Westbrook
hating
right now.
On Caitlin Clark, because I'm not. Before I hate on Caitlin Clark, I would hate on Steph Curry. But I also don't hate on Steph Curry because Steph Curry is just us who figured out how to survive in the NBA. Because he's just like he's a little guy. He's a little guy.
Okay. Yeah, but no, I mean, honestly though, it's truly exciting for her, and it's truly exciting to see the sports card hobby, like focusing so much on I need Caitlin Clark rookie cards. Like people are, like you said, people like how you say she's gunning. Like people are gunning for her cards.
Because there's more really good females coming, like Juju Watkins, and there's more. Like I think just Caitlin Clark's going to inspire a whole nother generation. So I hope
100%, 100%.
I hope the interest stays there, because it also puts the pressure on the NBA to start putting out better product. Because why is all of a sudden WNBA card boxes the price the same as NBA card boxes? Like what? Whoa, weighing on
Is Panini still gonna have the license for the W?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Or is that also, or is the WNBA wrapped in with the NBA in terms of basketball?
Oh, it might. That's
good question.
Are they under like the same?
They are
umbrella.
Financially. I know the NBA subsidizes the NBA in a large amount. So I think the latter might be true. I think the WNBA rights probably transfer with the NBA rights. We could probably look that up.
Actually, I'm not sure of. Because that would be interesting to see for Panini if they were still able to then at least have something licensed where they're going to print WNBA cards. But if the WNBA is also going to move with the NBA when Topps takes it over and Fanatics, then man, it's a huge blow to
Google
Panini.
search says yes, WNBA trading rights do move with the NBA.
There you go.
Which would make sense, because they could not function as an independent league right now. No way.
I think
maybe, it's a lot closer than it ever has been, but no way they could do it right now.
Yeah. I think tying it back to the cards topic, I think that it's a amazing thing to see. It's a testament to where the hobby's gone, where it's going, and where we are currently. Because, like Eric said, even post Steph Curry doesn't matter. Like, no one really ever collected WNBA basketball cards that I know of, but now that Caitlin Clark has kind of taken the league by storm, took college basketball by storm, they're getting all this media coverage, and like the feuds and the rivalries and stuff are like being shown on ESPN and other sports platforms. It's just going to keep driving that price up, and it's really awesome to see. Like, if you hit a Caitlin Clark card, you can sell it faster than any other card that you hit right now.
Oh,
I promise you that.
Hey, if
she's
Caitlin
the hottest player in the hobby, I think, right now.
Yeah, any card you get.
I think more than Wemby,
more than Skenes too. Like, not even joking.
Like, she is like your top three is Wemby, Skenes, and Caitlin Clark. 100%.
I agree.
And I think more people are probably chasing Caitlin Clark cards than they are probably any of the other ones.
Because of like
Caitlin Clark's total contract, her rookie contract, is $58,000. So if she hit that card, she almost doubled her rookie deal for 4 years. Like,
how sad is that?
Like it's going to change. That's going to change. She is going to change.
Maybe.
The WNBA, the way that
she's going to lead the charge.
The way they get paid is going to change. I mean, you got Angel Reese sitting back going like, "Hey, we're going to sit out if they don't pay us the same as NBA players." Like, good luck. You're going to be the only person that's got to sit out. By the way,
she definitely makes more with her. Yeah. But and then Nike gave her an 8-year, $28 million deal. So like that.
She was just on a video with Dude Perfect.
That's just like that's for her shoe. She's got to be one of the first female WNBA, or I guess I shouldn't say, I don't need to say female, but WNBA stars with a
shoe deal.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Like, it's awesome.
Does
Adidas
Clark
offered her 4 years, $6 million? Like, bro, where are you? Just like, okay, no. Immediately no.
Does Caitlin Clark...
Puma reportedly dropped out after learning bidding would start at $3 million. Oh my God, so broke. Get your money up. Okay, go ahead. I just love learning about how broke these companies are.
Hey, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Does Clayton Clark surpass $1 million card sale?
Absolutely.
And at some point in her career, is this card, which
I don't
obviously
know.
I'm guessing her
She
best
will.
rookie card. I think so too. I think she'll eventually someone is going to put her in the 7-figure club.
Oh yeah.
Someone is going to put her in the
when she breaks
when she wins a WNBA title. Someone's gonna put her in the 7-figure club.
And Topps just like, yoink, we're taking that. Thank you. Let me cut up this jersey. We're putting it game worn. We're putting it in a box. Yeah, it's gonna sell for $1 million.
Oh yeah.
Or when she breaks like some sort of like all-time WNBA scoring record.
When she starts putting exactly. When she's most threes made. I
don't know. Maybe.
Is she farting?
Maybe.
Why? What do you think, Eric? You don't think?
I don't think so. Will? I think unless it's this card.
Really?
Let's say
that's what I'm saying. This card, I think if this is obviously her best rookie card that you can have,
I thought
does this card go?
I'm not
over $1 million at some
I'm not going to put her in the same club as Shohei, who gets like the $1 million sale for some random card because he joined some random club. Because
but
the WNBA is like
Joe
popular.
Burrow has $1 million card sale. Joe Burrow has one. Justin Herbert has one.
Yep, NFL.
Okay, but I'm saying that it's not like they. Shohei Ohtani, Shohei Ohtani's different. Obviously, people are heavily like thinking he's going to be the greatest baseball player ever. Justin Herbert has, to John's point, non-gamer. And he has over $1 million card sale. So I think it can happen. I think at some point somebody is going to, as she continues through her WNBA career, I think someone's going to put her in that club. Because because again, you have to also think that there's people out there that are so dedicated to the player that I think they want it to happen. Like, people are probably sitting back going, how is Shohei Ohtani not in the $1 million club yet in sports cards? So let's put him in there.
I don't know.
And I think that's a good segue, and I think we could finish on this. I don't think we're going to get to the eBay stuff, but talk about the 7-figure club. LeBron has 21. LeBron James has 21 7-figure card sales, which I'm guessing that has to be the most, right? By any player? Yeah. That has to be. Who else would have it other than Mickey Mantle?
Yeah. How many Honest Wagner cards have sold?
But how many have sold for over $1 million is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Of now.
Does Mickey Mantle have 21 of them? He's the only other player that I can think of that could potentially have that many $1 million card sales. But I can't even believe that that LeBron has 21.
Yeah. Are they all the exquisite rookie pass from Upper Deck?
That I was reading an article on Sports Collectors Daily, their website, and they didn't specify which one. But talking about the exquisite collection one, he just had again another one of those cards sell for over $1 million. It was one of his RPAs, but this one was numbered out of 99, and it was a BGS 9.5, just a BGS 9.5. No auto grade.
That's weird.
And it got over $1 million. It's not the one that's numbered out of 23, which is his jersey number. So very interesting to me that this one sold for over $1 million. I was shocked that again, but I don't know.
Honestly, it could be LeBron buying it, and I'm not trying to make a joke or anything to kind of get Luke pissed off even more, but I know that he has some of his own cards, and he could honestly be driving up the price of his own cards because he's doing what I do for my Mitch Trubisky cards. He's like, I don't care what this person thinks they're going to pay. I can outbid them, no problem.
Yeah.
And if it's not him, it's kind of similar to the Caitlin Clark thing. There's people out there who are like, I want to make sure that LeBron James gets the recognition that he deserves. I want this card. I don't care what it costs. I will pay $1 million, and I'll keep paying $1 million so that LeBron James has the most $1 million card sales.
Yeah, you're right. LeBron is doing that.
Yeah.
LeBron thinks that he should deserve that recognition and everything. Like, he's the one that is driving up.
Who could catch up to that? And like while you were saying that, I thought Brady, but Brady/Jordan/Gretzky don't have the luxury of the 1 of 1 and the.
I was about to say, are there enough Tom Brady cards like that out there to get him
was all
to
I
that?
could think of.
Mahomes could be.
But maybe not.
Again, like how many Mahomes cards are gonna go for over $1 million?
Is it going to be someone we're watching now? Is it going to be Shohei?
Because what you got to look at is LeBron. He has these, but they were numbered out of 23. Now it's 101s.
Oh yeah,
that's what everybody wants. So how many Patrick Mahomes cards are out there can sell for over $1 million that aren't a 101?
Right. Some of the Immaculate and the National Treasure rookie patch autos graded high, but I don't know if they're going to hit $1 million. I don't think they will.
Because that's my point. Like, the best cards of theirs reached $1 million.
Yeah.
Which is their NFL Shield logo.
Right.
So if that's already sold and already got to $1 million, there's no other card out there that people are going to be like, well, I'm going to get this for $1 million. Unless Patrick Mahomes surpasses Brady.
Eric, you thinking of anybody?
No.
I think he fell asleep.
I think unfortunately LeBron probably falls in this very weird sweet spot where he was the best player during this card revolution where they started making these 1 of 1s on top of his rookies, which were already going to sell for a lot of money because of just how good he is or whatever. So I can't think of, I was trying to think of cross sport, but I don't think that
Messi. Yeah. Oh shit.
Maybe soccer. Yeah. But I don't really know what they're.
Yeah. But soccer's not that big in the States.
Still.
Like it is but I just don't see. I don't see a soccer card like being like somebody like that.
Yeah, I guess are we only seeing are they only reporting US dollar sales? Like, have there been soccer cards that have gone for have Messi cards sold for over €1 million?
I would assume
23 different times or whatever. The record is, or I have no idea.
It's really tough to think about. It's a good question though.
I don't know what
the
card.
I think somebody could though. Like if you're now seeing. If you're now seeing Shohei Ohtani have $1 million card sale and it's a non-rookie, now you might start to see this might start happening more frequently, that you're going to have a player who's going to start having multiple $1 million card sales and they're not rookie cards. Like, it once Topps starts to do these game-worn patches and from these historic seasons, championship seasons, whatever. You then might start to see players start to rack up these $1 million card sales and everything. So, but I think that's a good place for us to end. That actually went longer than I thought. We actually talked a lot more about these record-breaking sales. I thought we were for sure going to be able to get into this eBay stuff, but we could save that for next week's episode because I definitely do want to talk about that.
Same.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get you guys your last thoughts, and then John, you can take it away.
Okay, Eric, any last words? I wanted to do a quick Ovi shout out because someone brought up Ovechkin.
Oh yeah,
I did. Yeah,
I told JK years ago that this was going to happen. I said that Ovi was going to break the goal record, and he told me I was an idiot. So I'm very happy that it's going down.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, but
okay. Well, we know that John Kai is an idiot.
Yeah, and
Just
I remember.
kidding.
I think Eric, didn't you have
somebody tweeted out they are so close in games played and goals scored, they're within 2 of each other. It's so crazy that they're
really crazy
that they. Yeah. But that even shows you how good Gretzky was, that they played the same amount of games and Gretzky had just all those goals plus all those assists. It was crazy.
It's nuts, man. Yeah,
yeah,
really, really good. But I think Eric had didn't you have an Ovechkin jersey in the Russian? I remember that in high school. I was like, damn, that's so cool when Eric wore it to class. But anyway, my bad. Jason, you got any final thoughts you want to throw in?
No, I think it's the hobby's alive. Man, the hobby's alive.
I mean, at least with
it's
Pokemon.
Nice to be back talking about sports cards, and we not going to get yelled at for liking to invest in cards and sell cards for money, and so.
All right. Final thoughts in general. Thank you, everybody. We went on a lot of tangents. We talked about a lot of things for a long time, but the main point on what we were saying was that card sales are reaching all-time highs, and it's really nice to see the Ohtani selling for over $1 million, Caitlin Clark shattering the record for a female athlete. That's awesome to see. The Paul Skenes card. All these cards hitting these milestones is just a testament to where the hobby is and where the hobby's going to continue to grow. If you have your opinion on it, by all means, please reach out. You can reach us on our social media platforms on Twitter, aka X, Instagram, YouTube, @JellyCards, JELICARDS. I really want to know what people think about these rookie patch debut autos, especially in comparison to first Bowman autos for baseball. I still want to buy up the Superfractor auto, but I do feel like, especially now that this Paul Skenes hit the 1.1 million, everyone's attention is going to shift over to I got to get the game-worn patch rookie auto. But it kind of breaks my heart. I love my Bowman, but now that Fanatics has its tight grip on the hobby, things might start to change. So I want to know what people think.
You want a 101. That's what everyone should think. If you pull a 101 of any kind, that's cool.
Yeah, agree. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, thank you, everyone. Please, if you enjoyed the podcast, follow the podcast on Apple and Spotify. We also post it on YouTube now, so please like and subscribe. Please leave us a rating. We would really appreciate that, me especially. And that's all I got. Thank you, everybody. Thank you guys for doing this. Luke, if you've watched this all the way to the end, sorry you weren't here. Sorry you didn't get to see my Mitch Trubisky card. If you have Mitch Trubisky cards, you know who to sell them to. You're looking at them.
Boy. Yeah, honestly, for real.
Everybody,
anyway.
When you see a Mitsubishi card selling on eBay, make sure to, right at the last second, just put
$3,000.
$199 on it.
Yeah. Anyway.
201.
Thank you, everybody. Hope we have an awesome weekend and a week ahead. And as always, keep spreading the love of the hobby from your friends at